Hey guys, welcome back. I am coming on to do a process video to play along with Mix It Up Monday. So it's basically, looks like for this month, we have a sketch and we get to use mixed media. So how great is that? Now, a thing I'm trying to do, super trying to do, is be a really good steward of my design team kits, because what ends up happening is I get them in. Oh, by the way, I cut this white paper 11 1/4 by 11 1/4. I'm going to use this for my mat. Anyway, I get my kits in and I'll create with them and put them away. And then they kind of add up and add up and add up. So I'm trying really hard to not let that happen. Now, I'm also just joined the 100 paper challenge and it's making me super motivated to use some things. We'll see how it goes. Now, this is a really sturdy piece of cardstock. I think it's Marshmallow by Basil. I don't know if it's going to warp or not. So I'm not going to gut this background piece yet. So this was a January 2026. I have the color kits, paper kits, and bonus bundle from Shimmerz paints. And this is the color palette. Doesn't mean I'm going to use it all, but that's what I do have. So, oh, and we got a stencil this month, which I think is so amazing when we get these like non-consumable kind of things, because I can use this for years, which I love. Now, I'm being a little like conscious of my time. So I think I'm going to get some color on this background. Oh, let me show you the sketch. It was from Kay's mom, also known as Jennifer Gonier. So we've, oh, go me, look. So we've got this piece here that can be matted. So I'm going to go ahead and round my corners because it shows that. Mixed media goodies here, a photo here, title, and stuff. So it's kind of a diagonal. Super sweet, no big deal. So I'm already, I'm already into the party. Let me getting my very incredibly vintage looking corner rounder. You guys, I've had this thing forever and it does the job. Now this is really thick paper, so it's gonna make me have to work a little harder, but it does do the, oh my gosh, you guys, as I'm carrying on about how it does the job, this paper is good stuff. And I have a stack of it. I don't know if it's gonna be available when I run out. I got it a couple years ago on a really good sale at Joann's. And now Joann's has forsaken us, and here we are. Okay, we have this. I think I'm just going to do packaging technique, guys. No big deal on the technique. And, oh, and also, from this kit, I have these 3 pieces left. And I don't have a photo to show you. This is one of the times I create a layout without a photo, and when the photo presents itself, I am good to go. Now, let's see. Oh yeah, I thought I did. I had some packaging from some dots from Shimmerz, and I just saved it because I like to do things and not have to do a lot of tidying. So I have this. I know I'm going to use this gorgeous piece. I want to use some, I think Hint of Mint and Snowy Man. I think that's what I want to do. And then maybe a little bit, I don't know. Do you guys see this pixie dust? It's got these iridescent little pretty, like gorgeous bits. So let's see. Let's Snowy, Hint of Mint, and pixie dust. I think that's what we'll do. Okay. So let's start with getting my pigment mixed. Now you don't want to shake these bottles up. You want to roll them so pigment doesn't get like caught in the little tube that leads to the sprayer. So just give them a nice little roll, and then they will learn that you are boss. Oops, sticky stuff. So it's on this sketch, it's really kind of centrally blobby, and it's super technical. I am right-handed, so let's see how this goes. It doesn't really matter when you're doing packaging technique though. Like, things just go on. Ta-da, yes, so artistic. Okay, now let's go ahead and do the same thing with Snowy Man. Oops. And it's gonna get ourselves a nice little blend. I'm gonna do it a little bit more in the center and not as up top. Here, pretty, pretty. The only problem is I'm gonna have to let things dry a little bit. Right into the recycling / trash. That will go. I am now blue. I am blue. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see. I have these little napkins right next to me. Let's see if we can get some of it off before I look like a zombie. Okay. We have that. And then for this pixie dust, I have used a lot. Oh, I just spilled again of this in the past because it does such a nice job with giving us like this little like upraised snowy glitter effect. It's really pretty. So let me show you what I mean. Let me get a paintbrush. I'm going to use just a little bit of water. Get that paintbrush wet. Do a mixy like that. And then let's see, around the photo area in the picture, there is a lot of splatty bits. So who am I to change that? Since we have that, you know what I'm gonna do too? Because I kept thinking about it. We have this gorgeous color here that's called Loose Lips Pink Ships. I'm gonna get it activated, which basically means I'm gonna get some water in there so that it'll start getting ready when I am ready. Another dip into my water just to get it to loosen up because we're doing splatty bits. This is gonna have to dry. I hate waiting for things to dry, but I love using mixed media. It's a bit of a quandary, isn't it? So pretty. Now I'm gonna be a little bit more sparing. I say this now, let's see how it goes with the Loose Lips Pink Ships. But I think this is fun, like so. And it makes me feel like I'm being a good steward to my product. So that's good. Try to put the lid on because, you know, we all see how the accidents can happen. Lids, lids, lids. Okay. I could do the purple too, but I will come in with this color. Let's move a little tiny bit around. So you guys doing challenges and things to use up stuff, or are you working on like longer term projects like your December daily? Oh yes, this pretty, pretty pink is vibing. It is so cute. And remember, once again, the photo is going to be over here. So I'm doing kind of paying attention to what the sketch showed of having my splatties in this portion of the layout. All right, so what I have to do is I have to let this dry, right? I have to let it dry. And then once it's dry, I think I'm gonna come in with some molding paste and my stencil. Stay tuned. Okay, so this dried and I have so little warping that I am gonna go ahead and gut this paper because I like to, well, here's the deal. If it's super warped, I like to put it on a paper, you know, just for sturdiness. Okay, there's rules and regs that kind of work in my head, which change depending on the moment. Anywho, so if it's warped, it's really great to be able to really stick it down to something else and it can even itself out. Great. Or, you know, sometimes you have a paper that you're like, me, I'll use it. I don't love it. That's another use case to just kind of like be done with it. However, I love these papers, so they get to feel special. Now, let's see. We need to, I'm gonna use this like it's gonna be a photo mat in a second. You guys, I did this a couple days ago, you know, in filming world, and I'm discombobulated. Because yesterday I was like, oh, I should get to that, but I ended up meal prepping. Oh, and by the way, I did go in with that snowflake stencil before I left for an appointment this morning and just did like white right on top of it. So something's going on, but not a whole lot. Okay. So where was I? I don't know. Hold on. So it's there-ish. Great. So see, we have a little bit of warping, nothing that bad. So we have that. Great. I have this. Now in our sketch, it kind of looks like we're dealing with like a 3x4. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me get like a 3x4 marker. Hold on. Let's see what I have in my scraps. You never know. Is this big enough? Is it big enough? It might be big enough. It's big enough for 3. So let's do this. I have so many rando scraps. So we're gonna have this as a marker. You guys, this trimmer has been so fitful. I don't know if I need a new blade or what the situation is, but I might switch to something for the rest of my scrappy day. I need a break from it being testy. I'm gonna put that aside. It's in timeout. Okay, so this is gonna be like my 3x4 photo, the white part, right? Great. So I know I want to have a little bit of this. Nope, too similar. Ooh, that would be so pretty. I love this guy. Boop, boop, boop. Let me go ahead and, snowmen are kind of going this way. I want to mat it on this and then a piece of the paper that we gutted. I think that would be good. So funny. So one of the people I'm in a group with, we're going to try this. Who knows? One of the people I'm in a group with, I think their grandchild just accidentally called us on a messenger chat. So cute. Okay. So we have that. So here's a really weird question that doesn't really matter. I'm trying to do this like 100 paper challenge, and it's a little hard to keep track of when you use scraps on and off. So like what I think I'm gonna do, I don't love this one either. What I think I'm gonna do is just leave out kits with the layouts with them so I can kind of track just by a visual. So every time I use a full paper, I go ahead and just do a tick mark in my crafting planner that shows that I've used a whole paper. It's 100 pattern paper challenge for this year. So, and you know, it's no big deal either way. I just think it's fun to kind of do something, you know, as a group. So like I wouldn't count this paper used up because I still have this and I have this, even though I use this. I think some people are doing it in a way like if they've even cut into a paper, but my massive rule follower self is like, no, I should say it doesn't even matter. Like, you know, I am the boss of my crafty room, but I like the idea that I actually like really used that much paper. And I am making sure to keep myself, you know, like working like I normally do. Like I could have gutted this background paper and then poof, that would have counted. But anyway, I know it's fascinating. All these little things we think of when we are crafting, my friends. So the deal is though, like I'm going to be down to one full size paper and then, you know, 2 really nice scraps, right? Let me see. I'm going to need it about here. And I think I better grab some liquid adhesive because it's going to be going on all of this mixed media and it's not really going to stick. Hold on. So yeah, it's not really going to stick with dry adhesive. Okay. And I should keep this handy dandy because I do have a nice amount of sequins left. They're so pretty. Okay. So snowmen are facing up. Probably nobody in the world would notice, but you know, here we are. So in our sketch, yeah, this is kind of in the upper portion, but I want to see some of the snowflakes. Where, you guys, I just had it. I literally just had my T-square ruler where somebody took it, you know, and I say somebody when nobody else is in this room with me. Okay, so it's going to go about there. So that's what I always say about mixed media, like maybe put a little more on than you think, because once you start covering it, it all calms down. So down here, we would have like a title kind of embellishments, and up here, embellishmentsy things. And yeah, so that's it. So Jennifer has totally inspired the excitement here. So let's see what we have. These are the die cuts I have left. I have gone through so much of this kit. It is great. So let's see. And what I really have a ton left of, I've got these cute little pine cones. I use one of those in each cluster maybe. But what I really have a ton of are all of these beautiful flowers. So I think we should get a little bendaroo with them. A little bendy bend. So I have some of that purple. You know what? Why don't we think about this? So I have this purple. I'll want some of that purple up here too. And this is a bigger piece. Great. This super deep, these are like violets, can be down here. It can ground. Love that I have a little bit of the mixed media painty bits. So with Shimmerz paints, you get like this coloring page with your, this is so cute. I don't know what we're doing yet with it, but we'll put it up there and something will go on it. So let's see, I have, so, you know, I used all of the coloring page stuff up, which I think is fantastic. Let's go ahead and get a bluey flower, maybe tucked like that. We'll have another bluey flower down here. So we have a whole cluster. So then all I'm thinking of is, do I want frosty, winter break, or just chillin' with this vibe? I'm thinking winter break with this vibe only because it just looks so pretty with all the flowers. So I'm going to pop all of these things up. I think it'll be kind of like that. I'm going to have a cute little pine cone. I'll have a pinky one up here, kind of part of that cluster. And then I can have two here. I can have, let's go more pinky on this side next to the purple and then more purpley over here. So I have that. Great. I have these two pieces left in my kit. I mean, seriously, you guys, I'm going to leave it on here. I have these two pieces. I have these gorgeous purpley pieces. Great. I do have my, I do have the snowflake stencil, of course, and I have all the mixed media goodies, but you know, these kits just keep on giving. So I'm going to put those to the side because they're going to be part of the pile that I'm going to keep using because it's all part of the challenge, which for me, that's a way that like scraps just are not going to really be able to accumulate, and I love. I do have lots and lots of sequins. We're going to add those in. But what I want to do next, kind of getting everything out of the way that just isn't having its moment. It's not going to get used. I'm going to go to my color drawers. I want to look at turquoisey things, purpley things. So like my blue and my purple to start. Just to see what we have. Here's my blue. That's a pink one. I don't have a lot in purple, but I will look. Because maybe I can use stuff up. Now that library card, if I looked at this first, I would have used the library card, and I didn't. These are actually cut off of something I purchased. And then I just have this piece, which, I mean, not amazed. Ooh, definitely going to use the purpley photo corners. I think that would be pretty. I don't know how to use these. Like, if there are circles, I can vibe it so much better. But I'm going to try to use those. I'm going to try to find something to use them with on here because, you know, they're just living in my stash. And you know what? It's time for them to move on. So these little purpley photo corners are going to do something. And then, I mean, I can look at the blue stuff and all that, but I'm going to start with these, like, what are they called? Nestablings. I'm going to start with the nestablings, try to put them into these clusters. I'm going to get all of my pieces attached down, and then we'll look at the blue stuff. Okay, so let's see. I have all those pieces down, and you know, the little bling things ended up working out just fine. That's fine. It gave a little structure, a little different, but look, you guys, I even have some in here. I have all of these things. I think it was from, I was on, was it the scrapbookingstore.com? I was on their design team, and I think they're something from that. I think they sent them, hey, do you guys want to use these? So very cool. So that picks up a little bit of this turquoisey color, kind of in this one, but I don't know, it kind of vibes green too much when I look at it right there. Okay. So let's see. Not terrible. And I know that these are It's a Boy. These are from 2019. But what I'm looking at is all of these little stars. Now I prefer like hearts or something with this since we have flowers, but not bad. Okay. These have some good possibilities. Actually, these are better stars with the color match. These have possibilities, and I'm looking at the white ones. Even though this is from my blue color drawer, I think I put them in here because, you know, I have 1,000 things in my white color drawer, and white's so easy to use, like we're doing right now. So like I said, I'd prefer hearts, and there's these cute little heart stickers. These are from Freckled Fawn. I used to shop Freckled Fawn when they would do, they're like $1 and $2 sales. I thought those were so good. I should have joined them at some point, but I never did. So this is nice. It's giving us just a little bit of sparkle in our clusters. That's fine. A little something. These are vintage stickers. A little something to look at in the clusters. So I do like that. I also like that they really packed them in here. I still need a little sentiment of some kind for that. We will see what we come up with. I think I will, is there like one more heart? Yeah. Let's get one more heart on here. So I've got them in a few different places, so it's repeating itself. I really like that. Cute. So that gave me something. And then these are just fibers and things. Now this is interesting. I do have these brads, and this color here is nice. Actually, these three here, I'm going to use those three so I can get rid of them. Oh, I like that idea. I don't even know where they're going, but I do like the idea. And it's going to give me a little metallic too. Look at me just using the things. So I will poke those in when I go ahead and get all of my sequins on there. So I'll have those three. I like that idea. Is anything else in here? You guys, I don't have much in here. So when I was saying, oh yeah, let me show you what I meant by my white color drawer, because who knows? See, there's so much more in my white color drawer. Like there's like big old things of embellishments. Those flowers are so pretty. So pretty, so pretty. Oh, I wonder, I need a little word. Ooh, that goes really yellow. Okay, can't use that. I was trying to see. I need a little something to put on there. And I was trying to see if there's something I could grab for that. These are kind of cool. These are from January of 2019. Ooh, an acrylic. Why is that an exciting thing? Because twice a month I'm in a group that we do like a layout with an acrylic, and I didn't know anywhere in here. Let's see. Oh, an acetate piece. A massive amount of freaking lace. What's that about? Jeez. Oh, and that's kind of like a natural cream color. What else is in here? I've got clouds, of course. I have 3 clouds and a swan. Of course. Okay. So what I'm seeing is I don't have a cute little word. Now, I keep just like gathering it more and more. I don't think there's anything in my green bin that would work. Okay, let me go to my metallics kind of quickly because I do have some silver metal now. So I was going to see if there's a little something I could put on there that might be silvery. The world's biggest bows. I'm sure you guys remember all of these pieces from back in the day. I love these little mirrored pieces, but I would feel like I would need a title and those pieces. That might be happening on, ooh, the little arrows. Okay, I think I'm going to do it with these arrows. Oh, and there's hearts again. Ooh. That doesn't help me, but I feel like doing more with the hearts since we have other hearts. And these little these little hearts are so cute, and they help us with our little frosty vibe. Okay, well, that did nothing towards what I was saying, but I like them, and it's fleshing out my layout a little bit. Ooh, they're from, I bought them in June of 16. Does it say when they distributed? In 2013. Oh my. My Lanta. My Lanta. I've got some old stuff. More silver. Very silver. And guys, I had a few packs of these. And that's still not helping us. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into... Do I have like... I know I have things. Like, should I look at little stickers? Should I need like a little word. Explorer doesn't work. You guys, I have so much stuff and I'm acting like it's difficult, but I'm looking for a little word. I like that little hello, but I don't, well, I do have a little pink. I'm gonna use that. Desperate times, people. So much of my stuff is kitted up that I don't have a ton just laying around. Now, I have 2 haul videos coming up. I couldn't sleep one night. I just need a little word here. I couldn't sleep one night, right? And I was like, I need some papers for when I make kits with you guys. I was thinking I needed papers that, ooh, like this bow, that were like wood grains or plain background. So I ended up on the Echo Park site. I don't even know what happened. I ended up on Echo Park. And there was some promo going on, a couple weeks ago that was like, if you bought 10 of the collection packs, they were $6.50 each. And, I went and looked at older collections because I was trying to get as much bang for my buck as possible. Because, that's what I do. You know what? I'm taking this one away and putting a pink one on. So, oh no. Is it one? I'm putting a bow right where it is. Urgh. Oh my gosh, it's actually stuck. Like the adhesive is adhesing. So I have that coming in. And then I found myself, as if I have nothing to do with these things that I did. And then I found myself with a little bit of Christmas money left. And I made an officesupply.com order. And it's not a tiny order, so that will be coming in. All right, guys, I'm going to put these brads in that are real brads and some of my sequins, and that will finish up this layout. I will come right back and show you what I have. All right, that is that. I think this turned out super fun. I mean, my kit got pretty limited, so I'm going to have to be super creative when I use my next 2 papers. But that was great. I think it used up things, got me to use my color drawers, pushed me to go over and use some stash that I wasn't planning on using today. So here we are, friends, fun clusters and a little mixed media goodness. What else to tell you guys? I don't think there's anything else to tell you. So I will see you guys ever so soon with another video. Bye for now, friends.